Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of ancient prophets and oracles. These enigmatic figures have captivated humanity for centuries, offering glimpses into the future and shaping the course of history. From cryptic pronouncements to divine revelations, their words have echoed through time, leaving an indelible mark on our collective consciousness. Get ready to explore the lives, prophecies, and enduring legacies of some of the most influential seers in human history. We'll delve into their cultural context, examine the accuracy of their predictions, and ponder the very nature of prophecy itself. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for more intriguing content. Nostradamus. The name itself conjures up images of cryptic quatrains and shadowy predictions. Born in 16th century France, Michel de Nostradam, better known as Nostradamus, wasn't just an astrologer and physician. He was a rock star of the Renaissance, publishing his cryptic prophecies in a book that became an instant bestseller, Les Prophéties. Now you might be thinking astrology? Prophecies? But hey, even in our modern world, we've got horoscopes and fortune cookies, right? The point is, people have always been fascinated by the possibility of glimpsing the future. And Nostradamus tapped into that fascination like no other. His book, written in verse and riddled with symbolism, became a cultural phenomenon. Kings and queens sought his counsel, and his predictions, often open to interpretation, were seen by some as eerily accurate, especially after major historical events. One of his most famous quatrains is often linked to the Great Fire of London in 1666. Now, did Nostradamus specifically mention London in flames? No, but his cryptic verses about a great fire in a city of 7 hills have fueled speculation for centuries. Then there's the quatrain often associated with the rise of Napoleon. Again, Nostradamus doesn't drop names, but he describes a powerful leader, a Napoleon, which, let's be honest, sounds a lot like Napoleon. Coincidence? Perhaps. But the ambiguity of his prophecies is part of what makes them so enduring. But Nostradamus wasn't just about predicting disasters. He wrote about everything from inventions to political upheavals. Some believe he even foresaw the French Revolution. Now remember, these interpretations are debated by scholars, but the sheer volume of his predictions and their potential connections to historical events keep people talking even today. So, was Nostradamus a genuine prophet, a master of symbolism, or just a lucky guesser? You decide. But there's no denying the impact he's had on our collective imagination. His name remains synonymous with prophecy, and his quatrains continue to be studied and debated, proving that the allure of the unknown, the desire to peek behind the curtain of time, is as strong today as it was centuries ago. Picture ancient Greece, the land of myths, philosophers, and, of course, oracles. And when it comes to oracles, the Oracle of Delphi reigns supreme. Imagine a sacred site, nestled on the slopes of Mount Parnassus, where the air crackles with divine energy. This was Delphi, home to the Pythia, the priestess who served as the mouthpiece of Apollo, the god of prophecy. Now, the Pythia wasn't your typical priestess. She wasn't out there giving sermons or leading rituals. Her job was to channel the voice of Apollo and deliver cryptic pronouncements to those who sought guidance. Think of her as a conduit, a direct line to the divine. People from all walks of life, from humble farmers to mighty kings, made the pilgrimage to Delphi, seeking the oracle's wisdom. They came with questions about love, war, politics, even the best time to plant their crops. And the Pythia, after entering a trance-like state, often induced by sacred laurel leaves and spring water, would deliver her pronouncements, usually in the form of riddles or metaphors. One of the most famous stories involving the oracle is that of King Croesus of Lydia. Wealthy and powerful, Croesus wanted to know if he should attack the Persian Empire. The oracle's response: if you cross the Halys River, a great empire will be destroyed. Confident, Croesus interpreted this as a sign of victory and attacked. But guess what? He lost, and his own empire crumbled. The oracle was right, but the prophecy, like many, was open to interpretation. This ambiguity was a hallmark of the Delphic oracle. The pronouncements weren't clear-cut predictions, they were more like divine nudges, offering guidance but leaving the final interpretation and decision-making to the individual. The Oracle of Delphi wasn't just about fortune-telling, it played a crucial role in ancient Greek society. Leaders consulted the oracle before making major decisions, and her pronouncements could influence everything from political alliances to the founding of new colonies. Chapter 3. The Sibyls, Whispers of Destiny Across Cultures. Now, oracles weren't unique to Greece. Across the ancient world, cultures had their own prophetic figures, and among the most intriguing are the Sibyls, these mysterious prophetesses who straddled the line between myth and history. Unlike the Oracle of Delphi, who was a single figure associated with a specific place, the Sibyls were more like an archetype, appearing in various cultures and time periods. Think of them as wandering prophetesses, dispensing wisdom and often unsettling predictions to those who cross their paths. One of the most famous Sibyls is the Cumaean Sibyl from Roman mythology. Legend has it that she offered to sell 9 books of prophecy to King Tarquin of Rome. He scoffed at the price, so she burned 3. He refused again, so she burned 3 more. Finally, realizing their value, he paid a hefty sum for the remaining 3. Those books, known as the Sibylline books, became sacred to the Romans, consulted only in times of great crisis. The Sibyls weren't just about predicting the future, they were often seen as intermediaries between the human and divine realms. Their prophecies were believed to be divinely inspired, offering glimpses into the grand cosmic plan. In Greek mythology, the Sibyl of Erythrea was said to have lived for centuries, her prophecies inscribed on oak leaves scattered by the wind. Imagine that, fragments of destiny carried on the breeze, each one potentially holding the key to understanding the future. The Sibyls represent the enduring human fascination with fate and the desire to unravel the mysteries of our own existence. Their presence in various cultures speaks to a universal longing for guidance, for a glimpse beyond the veil of the unknown. Now let's shift our focus to a figure who stands as a cornerstone of the Abrahamic religions, Moses, the prophet who led the Israelites out of slavery in Egypt and received the 10 Commandments. Talk about a resume. Moses wasn't just a leader, he was a prophet, a lawgiver, and a direct conduit to the divine. His story, recounted in the book of Exodus, is one of the most dramatic and enduring in religious history. Imagine this. Moses, born into slavery, raised in the Pharaoh's palace, flees Egypt after killing an Egyptian slave master. Years later, while tending sheep, he encounters a burning bush that's not consumed by the flames. And from that bush, he hears the voice of God, commanding him to return to Egypt and free his people. Talk about a life-changing moment. Armed with God's power and his own unwavering faith, Moses confronts the Pharaoh, unleashing a series of plagues upon Egypt. The Nile turns to blood, frogs swarm the land, darkness descends. It's a full-on biblical blockbuster. Finally, the Pharaoh relents, and Moses leads his people out of Egypt in a daring escape across the Red Sea. But their journey to the Promised Land is far from over. They wander the desert for 40 years, a period of testing and transformation, during which Moses receives the 10 Commandments on Mount Sinai. These commandments, etched in stone, become the foundation of Jewish law, and have had a profound impact on Western civilization. They established moral and ethical guidelines that continue to resonate today. Moses, through his prophecies and leadership, shaped the destiny of the Israelites and laid the groundwork for the development of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. He stands as a testament to the power of faith, the importance of justice, and the enduring legacy of one man's connection to the divine. Chapter 5. The Prophet Muhammad, Messenger of God, and the Seal of Prophets. Our journey takes us to the 7th century Arabian Peninsula, to the life and teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, the founder of Islam. Born in Mecca, Muhammad received his first revelation at 40, changing history. Muhammad often retreated to a cave for solitude and reflection. One day, the angel Gabriel appeared, delivering a message from God. This message formed the basis of the Quran, the holy book of Islam. The Quran contains guidance on all aspects of life. Muhammad's message emphasized monotheism, compassion, and justice. He advocated for the poor and marginalized. His teachings formed the first Muslim community. Facing opposition, Muhammad and his followers migrated to Medina in 622 AD. This migration, known as the Hijra, marks the beginning of the Islamic calendar. In Medina, Muhammad established a community governed by Islamic principles. The Prophet Muhammad is revered as the final prophet of God. His teachings continue to inspire millions, emphasizing faith, compassion, and social justice. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. What other mysteries of history should we explore? From Nostradamus's cryptic quatrains to the divine pronouncements of the Oracle of Delphi, from the whispers of destiny carried by the Sibyls to the profound impact of Moses and the Prophet Muhammad, we've journeyed through time, exploring the lives and legacies of these enigmatic figures. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. See you next time.